Hey everybody, welcome back to Handmade by Shirley. So I've come on just to do a clean and simple card, and I'm using the new Craftadditcton, one of the new Craftadditcton die cuts. So these butterflies, so you get 5 butterflies and all their bodies. I did make a card the other day for you. One I still haven't sent it because the person's birthday's not here yet. So I did make this 80th birthday card the other day, so I used this sort of this, I think it was this one, and this one, and then I cut out an 80 from some number dies I've got, and I put some vellum at the back with a Tim Holtz 3D embossing folder. The name escapes me, but to make the butterflies the purple I used some lovely luscious powder here, this crushed velvet, and then I popped some other bits and pieces on tops from some of these Nouveau shimmer powders. I splatted a little bits on top. That was just done with a sort of smooshing and dipping that into the luscious powder, and then I just added a bit of a drop shadow in white, added gold gilding wax, and I just stamped it with the wilted violet ink from the Distressed Inks and added some gems. So today I thought I'd do another one with the smaller die. So first of all I started to cut out these two, but then I changed to just having the small one. So so you get these lovely dies. They're not expensive at all. They're very good quality from craftadditcton.uk.com. So head over there if you're interested in those. Now I've got my piece of which came out the other card, the middle part, so I cut that out. I've got some silk and weave card base which measures at 5 by 6.5. I've got a layer which is silk and weave, so it's 6 by 4.5, sorry. And then I embossed this little silk and weave oval with this lovely little embossing folder. Now I don't know where it's from. I got this in a swap from Anne Lane, so I don't know, but it does make such a lovely little embossing. It's gorgeous. So it's got butterflies on it. I didn't obviously do the full embossing because I wanted a space, so I just kind of popped it to that side, and I got a little bit of the butterflies and a tiny wee bit of the flowers. So that is that. So I cut out some of the small butterflies from a piece of I had made this ages ago. It's a piece of shaving foam with alcohol inks. I found it in my stash and thought, oh, I've still got some areas left. I'll just cut that out. So that's what I did. And now that can go in the bin. So it's quite delicate. You don't see the colours that much, but they are there. So I've got 3 little ones because I thought 3 is probably a good number. I have got more and I have got bigger ones, but I'm not going to pop these on. So I'm just going to keep it quite pale. I think I might put a layer on. So let me think, if I could have a layer, what would it be? Right, we'll just carry on anyway. So we'll not put that down yet. What I'll do is, I suppose I can put this down actually. So that's going to just sit on there, and then I'm going to just pop these butterflies, or butterflies I should say, not butterflies, my Scottish accent's coming out a bit there. Round about something like that. I'm in camera shot, yes I am. And then I've got the bodies that I'll just colour. Not sure if I'll colour them gold or whatever. I have still got my gilding waxes here, so I could use them. I've still got all my other, sorry about that noise, my other powders and my luscious powders there, so I mean I could do something with those, but I wanted to keep it quite clean and simple. So I've also got some nice new glue, magic glue, which I wanted to try. Monica, Paper Mona, she uses this, and so do a few other people I've seen use. So I wanted to try it. It's got a really fine nib here as well, and if you just squeeze it, you can just see the glue coming out there. So it's really fine and easy to use, I'm sure. So I just wanted to try that instead of my normal Nouveau. So I'm thinking, yes, let's just keep it quite sort of light. So I think I'm going to use the silver just to put onto the three bodies. And I don't have a little brush. So I'm going to have to get my fingers grubby. So you just want to get a wee bit and then just pop it onto the body like that. So not too much, you don't need. I mean, I've had these gilding waxes for like ages, I mean years. So they do last for ages when you buy them, unless you're using them constantly for some different projects. I mean, I suppose people who do more sort of mixed media or do things like clay or sort of other things, they might use it more often. Now I'm wondering if I'll just put a tiny bit around the edges of these little butterflies, only a little bit, because I want to keep it really quite light and not too in your face, says she. So that's one, and I've just went and got gilding wax on that card, but I'm sure I can find something to fix that with. So I'd just like to say thank you to all my new subscribers and to my present subscribers who've been with me from day one or nearly day one. Thanks so much for all your continued support. It really does help me to build up my channel, and I am trying to build up my channel. I was absolutely delighted when I got to 1,000 subscribers. I hope one of these days I'll get to 1,500, and then hope to get further, but yeah, just whatever. So I've just went and messed that. I wonder if I can cut that bit off. Yeah, probably can. So I'm just going to wipe my hands because I don't want to get gilding wax anywhere else. So that was just it's Pebeo or Pebeo, I don't know how you pronounce it, and it's called, as I say, I've had it in my stash for ages. What's it colour is it? I can't actually see. Silver, argent, platinum, maybe. It's kind of rubbed off. Right, so I'm just going to take this and try and cut this bit off because I don't want that onto my card. So if I, oh, I've got a bit there, see. I've not got. So if I can just cut that, so that'll be at 4 now. So that should work, still work. Let's see. I just don't want that big blob, but that's fine. So, right, so I've got my foam tape, but before I use my foam tape, I suppose I should just pop these on. So I'm just giving them a wee sort of bend up just for some more interest, and then you want to just glue these bodies on using my new glue. So, and then I'll do this bit. So I just pick these up, they're quite delicate, but get them at the edge here. Come on. I'm not very good in my left hand, being right-handed. So I just want to put a little bit of glue on the body. Don't want to put any on the antennae because they're not going to be coming in contact with the butterfly's body. So just popping that onto there, trying to get it into the middle, like that. Maybe just pull them up very slightly. Okay, so that's one done. So there we go. So this one. Probably too much glue now. And then this one here, which just hold there. Come on. I'm just going to put one there. So that's what it's going to look like. Right, I just want to wipe this off if I can. Now, before I do pop this down, right, what I tend to do is to put some hand gel onto my mat, and it should come off with that. Yep, it usually does. I tend to do that with everything, like my alcohol paints as well. Obviously that's going to take it off. So these are just wee bits of downloads, free downloads from Canva that I've put through the laminator, and I just use them as little sort of mats for different things. Right, so perhaps I need to just pop these on where I've popped them on there, and then pop the backing on. So I'm just going to pop that down the middle. I think one was there, wasn't it? Oh, oh dear. Stuck to my finger. Oh, no, I don't want glue there. Right. Stick it there because that's better. And then one is going to go just there. Not quite as much glue. You don't need to squeeze that glue actually too much. So put one there. Just pop that. Give a wee press, and then one's going to go towards the left hand side. Like that. Okay. So that's those three things. You can see that. Right, so what I want to do next is to put some foam tape onto the back. I probably should have done this before I put the butterflies on, but I've done it now. Oh, I don't want that. I'm just going to put a couple of strips here. So I'm heading off to the cinema this afternoon to see Superman, I believe. I'm going with friends who I don't see that often. And one lady who's actually not been very well, but she's fine now, which is good. And yes, I'm quite looking forward to it. It's an old cinema quite nearby. It's like the old type cinema. And it's about, it must be about 150-year-old or something, so it's really quite a nice thing to do on an afternoon. And yeah, it was very nice that they asked us to come, so we've got that this afternoon. I'm really looking forward to it. Now that has completely flattened these, but I can easily just lift them up. So we're just going to pop on to this silk and weave layer, and then we're going to add some probably a couple of gems and a little bit of wording, and then it'll be done. Now I'm going to be doing a couple of collaborations as well, again with some people. I'm going to be doing a collaboration which is Christmas again in August, September and October, so it will be the first of every month in August, September, October, with B Jackson from Bespoke Crafts, and we'll be using Gummy Pan dies from last Christmas's advent calendar. So that's what we'll be doing. I'm going to be doing that. And what's the other thing? I've got something else I'm going to be doing anyway. Pop this on. Just going to make sure it's midway. That's fine. I think that looks quite nice now. I think I need to cut the base card a bit because it's a bit too big, I'm thinking. Unless I can find a bit of something else to pop at the back of it. But I'm thinking that's too big, because now this card, because I had to cut it because of the gilding wax, it now measures 4 by 6. So this is measuring at 5 by 6.5. So it just needs a little bit of cut down. So if we put it at 5, at 5 already, what am I saying? We put it at 4 3/4. Let's see what that's like. I might have to do it again. 4 1/2. 4 1/2 maybe? Let's just see. Yeah, that's better. Definitely. It was just, there's too much of a gap. So that's better. That's fine. Got that. So we don't need these things at the minute. So I'm just going to pop this. Now I did wonder if I should put some other bit of paper, but I don't have anything on the desk really. The only thing I've got is this, and I don't really want to put black. I don't think that would. This is black glitter paper. I don't think that would. No, I'm just going to keep it. I don't have any on the desk. It's over on the other desk. I've got another desk over there, and it's over there. So, right. So, I think what I'm going to do is just pop it on. So, I'll just be popping that onto the back with the glue. Yeah, this glue is good. It comes out really nicely, and it's got a nice fine tip. So I just got mine off, I got this off eBay, but I'm sure you can get it off Amazon and other places. It's it's just called Magic Glue, 45 gram. It's actually scrapbook glue, but we can use it for really anything that's out of alignment. I need to chop that down as well. So that looks quite nice. Now I have got this die as well, which is from Craftadditcton, which is You're the Best, Friend and Special Friend. I did cut out You're the Best, but it's going to be too big unless I take it out of. So I did it yesterday. I cut a few out and I coloured in certain bits. So I took that bit out and coloured it in and then popped it back in, and then there's the other one as well, just to show you. So I mean, I don't really want to put black in, but I've got Friend and Special Friend, but this card probably isn't going to go to particularly a friend. So I mean, I could do it, but not with the black. I'd probably want to do silver or something. Let's see, let's take this one out. So this is from Craftadditcton as well. I've forgotten the name just now, but I can always put it on screen, on the description box below. I mean, I could put Friend just in there, or no, I think it would need to probably be in there, just like that. So what I would do is I'd have to get so I'd have to decide if I want silver as the actual word friend, or if I want the background to be silver, if I was going to do that. So I'm going to get messy again, you know. Can't get that wee bit out. It's maybe not quite cut properly. It should have though. Yeah, that's it. And then this wee bit, which is inside the E. So yeah, you get 3 dies. So Special Friend, Friend and You're the Best in that same. So we could do that just on its own. And I don't have enough of the other stuff to be able to do it. So we're going to have to get messy again. So pop that to the side, pop the glue lid on as well. So I think I'll just do this bit in frame with the gilding wax. So I tend to just use my pinky and just go across it like that. So you don't really need much at all. You could use a wee brush if you wanted to. A wee Chris Stokes, she uses a wee an old makeup brush to do stuff like this, which is quite a good idea. I did have one but it broke. Do it with your pinky or another finger, and just making sure it's quite even. And there we go. Now I need to get that off my fingers because I don't want it all over my card, because my card is just looking great, I think. So there we go. Let's get rid of that, hopefully. There's a bit under my nail, of course. Right, so let's finish up. So let's pop that away because we don't want to get that covered in anything. So we could have this bit back in here and that could go in there, or we could just put this on its own. And I think that's quite nice on its own, so let's just use it on its own, and then it just means I can pop some blobs of glue over the letters. Not too much though, because I'm squeezing it too much, I think. Don't think you really need to squeeze it too much. That's fine, and then we'll just pop that there. Now, there's some glue showing, but I'm going to leave that at the minute because I don't think I've put glue on that bottom part, but I'm just going to leave it as is. I usually tend to wipe it with my cloth, but I don't want to get gilding wax everywhere. So yeah, that's nice. And then all I want to do is pop some gems on, and then we'll be done. And that's just a really very simple, just lovely card. So I've got these nice sort of iridescent, where's the lid for this? Here we go. Gems that were from Stampin' Up, so I think I'm going to use them. So I'm just going to, I think they'll match anyway. Yeah, they're quite nice. So I'm just going to pop a few. Usually go for an odd number, because that always, I think, looks really nice. Sometimes people do go for, I just want to hide that, you know, not uneven, go for even numbers. So that's my card. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know your thoughts, as always, and come back and see me really soon. Thanks so much. Bye.